Hello everybody. I wanted to give you a quick look at a brand that many boot and heritage footwear enthusiasts are enthusiastic about, but it's not a boot, it's not welted. It is Ashland Leather. Ashland Leather is run by Phil Callis. Phil is a long-term boot and leather nerd. He helps do the Full Grain podcast and runs Ashland Leather, his company. He's also a really good musician and bassist, if I'm not mistaken, and has his own band, but that's besides the point. The reason that I wanted to feature this is partly due to the fact that I got a really nice deal on this belt from Ashland Leather's irregular sale, which comes up every now and again. Ashland Leather, for those of you who don't know, largely carry Horween tannery leathers because Phil is closely tied, used to work at Horween Leather, and they make really beautiful wallets. Turns out they make really awesome belts as well. And so I wanted to take a look at this belt, which is in English Dublin leather. And Dublin leather is a really cool leather that is often used for boots. I believe that the belt leathers are a thicker cut and are therefore more appropriate for a belting activity than a booting activity. So I figured I'd do a little unboxing just to take you through the brand. They come with this really cool waxed emblem with the Ashland Leather logo emblazoned. And then as you can see, a really nice tab here, Ashland, Chicago, Illinois. Little tab here, just a nice little touch. And a little nice cute bag. These come with their wallets as well. Well packaged, really nicely done. And here is English tan Dublin leather. And Dublin leather being a veg tanned, I believe, leather from Horween Tannery, all made to my generous waist specifications. I like how Ashland Leather actually uses these teardrop shaped eyelets for the placement of the belt fasteners. And so sorry for those of you who are belt geeks, I don't have the lingo down just yet, but this is something that can come in either circles or other shapes. The circle is actually the most robust shape for placement of the leather belt metal fastener, but this isn't too far behind and adds a nice little touch here. This is on their irregular sale, which basically meant that this cut of the Horween leather maybe had some defects. As I kind of pan through it, I'm not seeing a ton. The one that I see is right here, maybe just a slight scuffing of that leather, which would happen almost anyways if I was wearing a belt. English tan Dublin leather is a really nice leather. It has some nice pull-up properties that you can see here, but then it will kind of relax back down and turn into its normal self. It's a cool leather that has really strong patina potential, and patina potential is something that's important to anybody who's into aging their leathers, either using belts, wallets, boots, you name it. So I have gotten into belts because I have been into boots and shoes for quite a while now, and I figured I'd try to build a mini belt collection to go along with that. This is my first pair from Ashland Leather. I'm a huge fan of Wild Frontier Goods and Duke Manty, who sells his boots from the UK via Instagram. Awesome guy, one of the true artisans and craftsmen, and Ashland Leather being yet another maker who does a really good job. The others that I really love are Harker Leatherworks, who does some really awesome embossed leather belt work using some really cool leather. So give Harker a really close look. And Carmine Leather Jack Company, which is just another fantastic leatherwork company. Pigeon Tree Crafting is another brand that I would love to delve into further. Just haven't yet. There's a lot of variations on construction of the belt. Some of these have rivets that kind of fasten this piece of leather so you can actually or I should say you can remove the belt buckle here and swap it out. This one is stitched together, so I guess it's got some handwork done or close to handwork done. And that's pretty cool. But I'll be featuring some of my other belts as we go along. If you guys are interested in getting into the boot, Correction, if you're really interested in getting into the belt game, there's a few ways to do it. You can spend a little bit more money and go with something from Ashland Leather. If you're just interested in leathers and want a nice belt, check out Etsy. Etsy has a number of manufacturers who use leathers like Chrome XL and others to make pretty high quality belts. But if I had to choose my top belt makers, Ashland is amongst that group, along with obviously Wild Frontier Goods, which is based out of Japan, run by an American living in Japan, really high quality leathers and beautiful constructions. Harker Leatherworks, as I mentioned, top-notch belt maker, coming strong in the community with his embossed and unique makeups. And then obviously Duke Manty, probably my favorite maker of belts out there. I learned a lot about these belts from a number of people who are boot enthusiasts, such as Almost Vintage Style, a few others out there, and just wanted to give them a shout out. So, Ashland Leather, English tan Dublin wallet, beautiful makeup, nice belt buckle, nice stitch work done here. You can see the raw side of the leather. I chose to go with a size 40 just because I'm a waist 36 and I just wanted to make sure I had enough room to expand or contract, so to speak. This leather will stretch. You can see it stretching a little bit over time. So this is probably a belt that will loosen up over time just based on its properties. And yeah, that's about it. So give Ashland Leather a look. You won't be disappointed. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.